Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ayoka, you guys, getting ready to bring you this good old Sunday message, right, for my light workers. So I will be pulling from the light workers oracle deck. I can't find the top. I would like to show y'all, but I don't know what I did with the top. Oh, look, here's the book. So there you go. Don't forget, flip the roles, y'all. Take only what you need, leave the rest, and please use the spirit of discernment as you're viewing this video. Everything in the message may not resonate with you, but it's all good, okay? Don't force anything to fit ever, especially with collective readings. I do encourage you to get a personal reading if you want to know what is going on with your own situation directly. I do keep the link in the detail box below my video. Okay, so that's my website, y'all. So definitely check out the detail box below, period, because it has tons of information down there that could be useful to some of the questions that you may be asking. Okay, now I'm gonna set my intentions and then I'm ready to go. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angelic guides, for helping me with this collective light workers reading. Protect us as we go through these portals to commune with you. I ask that you close the gates to anything not in alignment with the divine's will. Thank you for using me as the messenger. Protect me as we go through these gates. Protect my energy, my throat chakra as well. Thank you that my true guides are here with me to deliver a message for my light workers' highest good. Thank you for showing me what I need to see. And so it is. What's happening here with my light workers? What is the message to get this reading started? Thank you. Initiation by air. That's interesting because that actually came out in someone's personal reading. So a lot of this energy here that seems to be happening within my collective here is that there's an initiation process that's happening. Okay, and it says, you have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort. It can bring peace and strength. So as you take your spiritual journey, it can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart, and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind develops without a loving spiritual practice, can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? Your mind can become more spacious and luminous if you practice emptying it on a regular basis. The radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against fear and despair, encouraging you with thoughts of optimism. When not given a chance to empty, however, the mind becomes overwhelmed with unprocessed information. Much of it will be fear-based programming perpetuated by mass media, which is invested in controlling others and manipulating them by fear. This initiation, which liberates and opens the mind, empowers advanced souls to free themselves from manipulation and control. The hallmark of a dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclinations of the heart rather than serve it. The mind can be trained to be a great manager, creator, and defender of what has genuine value to the heart. But the power to feel what has meaning for us, what moves us enough to rise above our fears and risk growth, comes from the heart, not the mind. When the mind is given the task to feel, and the heart is told to not feel, paralysis, confusion, and discomfort are experienced. As you enter into this initiation, you will feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what you once held to be true. As you disengage from habitual mental patterns, you begin to observe your thoughts rather than be swept up in them. Soon, you will begin to experience yourself as the peaceful, steady light of love that you are in truth. Will the mind go through its motions? Yes. However, there is no need to be afraid of this. One step at a time. Your spirit shall guide your mind back towards peace. You will change the way you relate to your own mind, becoming more empowered. As you soften the strident action of the mind, you will see that you can use mental gifts wisely. You will see that you can use your mental gifts wisely, rather than allowing them to cause you pain. Those who have strong mental energies can accomplish much in terms of communication, invention, and creativity, but they often also suffer from destructive self-talk and mental obsessions. They may even be addicted to thinking, which can wear them out and create cravings for sugar that can lead to depression and illness. Instead, it's much better to regularly take time out from the mind and in the moment, feeling energized, playful, and at peace. Your mind is a powerful creature. Tame it with persistence, compassion, kindness, and strength. Give yourself rest and the opportunity to switch off and empty your mind as regularly as you can. There is no need to judge or despair. This is an advanced initiation, and one that is brought to you only when you are ready. Consider it a sign of your spiritual progress. The world will benefit from you as you learn to handle your mental energies more constructively. This oracle is indeed an omen of great peace and happiness in your imminent future. Okay, so this is an initiation by air, right? And here's an invocation that I'll read, and you guys can just read it slowly with me in 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to read it slow, and you guys can read along with me. And it says, I call upon the unconditionally loving ones to help me empty and refresh my mind, renewed in eternal love. May I express my freedom in making wise decisions that create joy and love in me and in the world. I ask for divine mercy, compassion, protection, and instruction to assist me in bringing my mind into a loving consciousness. May the light of the divine shine unobstructed through my mind, bringing peace to the world. May the unconditionally loving helpers of humanity help bring light, healing, and joy to the minds of all. Through my own free will, so be it. Okay, so let me begin to pull some tarot on this. Leave that open. Stay open. So what is causing my light workers to feel this way with their mind? What is happening here? What is clouding their judgment, keeping them in this anxiety, keeping them from being in a state of peace? The Lovers. Came in a reverse position though. So this could be your divine counterpart that I'm feeling, your twin flame, okay, coming through. So there's definitely some type of imbalance here between you two. And it's not, you don't feel the harmony, within your own self here is how I'm hearing it. And let me see something here. And I want to show you guys something because this is very significant when it comes to the card, right? So with the Lovers, of course, it represents also your decisions, okay? Making healthy choices for yourself. But when you look on the card, if you can see it, Divine Feminine is already coming down, okay, the mountain, overcoming the obstacles, all right, almost hitting and reaching a milestone. Divine Masculine is still going up. It's like they're just at the beginning, okay, and they're still in this. I don't know if you can see it, but this woman on here has her head up high, and this man here has his head held down low. Okay, so they're still trying to overcome some of the obstacles and things in their life, but they are definitely coming up behind you, right? But you're already at the end. Okay, you've already went through your spiritual training. You have learned, you're evolving, and as you can see, it's like you're totally relying on the divine at this point. Okay, and this is what's leading you into your abundance, right? And again, this person is behind you, but they're not so enthusiastic about it because, of course, how was it when you went through the obstacles and challenges that you had to experience as you were going through your journey? Okay, so it's a lot for them to take on, is how I'm seeing it, and it's taking a lot of confidence and willpower and resiliency for them to continue to move forward. But together, right, as you constantly move forward here, is what's helping your masculine to continue to push through their own challenges. Okay, so here I want to read something here from the book. All right. Yeah, this is again about you making a choice to love. You must say yes to your heart before the flower opens. Okay, so wow. And I want to pull tarot on that some more just to get what it says, but it says, all she can smell is the sweet scent of the flower as the curious landscape shifts. It draws her closer and closer still, as if the aroma fills the very sand of this place. She feels drawn in by a completely invisible string. Above, a moon lotus hangs in the sky, and giant wings caress its petals. It feels of love and sunshine. Is it Cupid? An angel? She feels no fear. Until that moment that she sees her. The other person approaching from the opposite bank. Skip. Her heart jumps. She feels excited and attracted to the graceful creature. And it is clear that their awareness is one of mutual fascination. Old panic begins to creep in. Memories in her gut. Unhealthy experiences, and the rustling wings reach down and inch them closer together. Little spirit, if you want to love, you must make a choice to love. You must say yes to your heart before the flower can actually open. You heard it. You got to make a choice to do this. And as you can see, those unhealthy experiences, those memories, they start to creep up in. They begin to creep up in, and it brings out an old panic within you. And then you choose not to love. You choose to close your heart to this masculine energy, like this person in your life. This is, again, your divine counterpart. And it says here, what would you create if love were the main ingredient? Okay? If you want to love, you must make a choice to love. Damn, y'all. Tell us about that. That's the only way the lotus will open is if you make a choice to love. 8 of Emotions comes out in the reverse position. Let me show you that up right. Okay? But these cards don't really read in reverse. But the 8 of Emotions, let me look. I feel like they're cups, but I'm about to see. Yeah, it's about you walking away. And again, if it was in the reverse position, it means that you're having a hard time of letting go of your past, those past emotions and feelings, those old wounds and stories, to choose a better path for yourself because you're disappointed. You're disappointed. You're disappointed in the way that your scenario or your story is playing out here with this lover, right? You're disappointed because things are not going in the direction that you may have hoped for. It's like there's a lot of changes that are taking place for you between you two. Okay, so this is where these emotions are coming from. All right, and it says here, I want to read it from the beginning so I won't be skipping over stuff, but the eclipse has unfurled its thickest protection, and it has blocked the blinding lights of illusion. Hold on one second, y'all. Alright, sorry, y'all. My client came, so I had to do hair for a second. I don't remember where I left off, but I feel like I put the lovers in there, right? So what I believe I remember saying is that you have to make a choice to love. So I want to pull some tarot on that just to kind of like get a better understanding of what that is. You have to make a choice to love. Let me see where my other tarot cards are at. Here we go. Tell me about that. How does my collective have to make a choice to love? If you want to love, you have to make a choice to love. If you want to love, you have to make a choice to love. Thank you. High Priestess comes out next to the 9 of Swords. So again, it's like it's about you releasing the fear and the anxiety, right? And making this choice based off of your higher self, okay? What you know to be true. And what is that? The World card comes out next to the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So when it comes to things coming full circle. Because what you know to be true is that things are already done. So when you think about it, like what we've been focusing on, right? And what we've been praying for and what we've been asking for is already done in 5D. So that's why I'm hearing it. It's like it's already done. The cycle, the connection, your goals, your whatever it is you're trying to achieve, like it's already done. And that's how I'm hearing it. Like it's already done in 5D. It's already done. Even though it hasn't manifested here in 3D as of yet, it's already done. So the lack of balance is probably what I'm hearing is believing that it's already done. That you're already achieving this. That is already achieved. You have already accomplished this. Now it's about you balancing yourself to bring it into this reality. Four of Swords comes out. Yeah, it's now about you recovering and you healing from whatever the pain is or whatever that feeling may be that's causing you to feel as though this prayer isn't answered. Why does my collective feel like this prayer isn't answered? Because they're not offering anything. King of Pentacles in a reverse. 7 of Pentacles upright and the 10 of Cups upright. So when it comes to your masculine, what you've been working on, what you have been investing in with this connection is not coming to fruition. Your hard work isn't paying off. You're not getting the commitment. You're not getting the reunion. It's like whatever it is you're asking for that involves your 10 of Cups, your happiness, is not being fulfilled by this person. And what is keeping them from fulfilling this? King of Wands energy right now. That's what they're in. They're not in the King of Pentacles yet. So they're in the King of Wands energy where they're trying to be in charge of their life, their independence. Okay? They're working on that, their own independence, them being the leaders here in their own story. Okay? So that's the part where I feel like the feminine of my collective get stuck. Right? Because it's like, damn. But remember, you have been in your Queen of Wands energy for a minute, right? So the Queen of Wands is in their leadership position as well, manifesting their goals. And that's what the focus is the goals, right? Whatever it is that they're trying to manifest, that's what you have been doing for yourself. And so now your person is in the King of Wands energy too as well. It's like they're trying to overcome whatever their challenges are, and they're focusing on their vision to actualize that, to manifest that vision into reality. They're not at the King of Pentacles yet. So it makes a lot of sense. And you're expecting them to show up as the King of Pentacles right now, but they're not there yet. And I feel like you're expecting them to do that because you are in your Queen of Pentacles energy right now. You're healthy, balanced. You're ready to offer that pinnacle, but they're not there yet. Okay, so if that makes sense, it makes a lot of sense to me. A whole lot. This is where you guys are on 2 different pages is how I'm hearing it. Because of course, yeah, you're on 2 different phases of your journey. Okay. Yep. 2 of Pentacles next to the World card. You're expecting them to do this, share the same goals with you to complete this cycle. It's like you are expecting them to be, moving right along with you, hand in hand, but you guys' goals are actually really different. So you're expecting that you're able to do this together. So the lack of cohesion comes, and the lack of teamwork is because, again, they're not at the King of Pentacles energy yet. They're just a King of Wands. So what is my fellow light workers guided to do? Sorry, y'all, for slamming that on the table. It just kind of frustrated me a little bit. Yeah. Hate when it hit the floor. Ask your angels for help. Okay. For helpful people around you to help lighten your load. You may be doing a lot. I feel like, even with myself, I got a whole lot on my plate. Overworking, okay? But it's a lot going on. So you might want to ask your angelic guides to help you. That's the first step. Ask your angels to send helpful people also to help lighten your load. so that you can be able to, how can I say it, focus on what's most important. Yeah, solutions. I just seen solutions. Two of Gabrielle comes out, so you can be able to focus on the connection. And I know you may be saying, like, it's not me. Great progress is actually possible, okay? But, of course, it has to be, you guys have to share the same vision. You guys have to make these bold and ambitious choices together. But what is it going to take to get to that point? The King of Michaels comes out. Okay. Wisdom and objectivity are important right now. Okay. Stay in your integrity, though. You're going to have to be honest with your communication. Be open. Maybe you're not actually sharing your goals. Maybe you're not saying that I have you. Say like it could be like, I'm including you in my goals, in my dreams. Like, you're a part of that. Like, I envision us sharing this together. Maybe you're not saying that. But try to be unbiased here when it comes to this. Yeah. I feel like don't do it based upon facts. Do it upon your feelings. So don't do it based off of what you're seeing. Like, you know what the fact is, you know, you're doing this, you're doing that. Right? What do you feel? And what I'm hearing is like, get into your heart. What are you feeling? Stay in your integrity, of course. You don't have to compromise your integrity to get what you want. But you are required to express yourself honestly and open. Oh, man. Dang. Okay. Look. Dang. The whole deck. All right, so tell me about this Two of Gabrielle. And it's in reality, you guys have the same vision. To be truthful, it's just the simple fact that you guys can't see that you actually share the same vision. The Five of Inspiration comes out. It's just that y'all are on two different phases of your story. The Five of Inspiration was in the reverse position. There's so many different options and alternatives and ways of doing this. It's how I'm feeling here with all those different mirrors. It's like different portals. 1 second. Five of Inspiration. Here we go. And it's a lot of conflict. There's a need for you guys to collaborate. But again, I can hear somebody saying, but how? Like, for some odd reason, we can't seem to come together. Find the opportunities to work with others for common good and engage in friendly competition that serves as a catalyst for your success. How do you compete in life? Do you lead with your ideas, your feelings, your charm, deep conversation? Or perhaps is it your sexuality? Distinguish the type of competition that makes you a brighter light from that which dampens your ability to shine. Use this muse sacred mirrors to see that the most important person you compete with is yourself. All the external competition in the world cannot demonstrate your innate worth. you are already deserving of your own highest accolades in love. Okay, so elaborate on this 5 of inspiration here. The Hierophant comes out, but it was in the reverse position. That's the Hierophant reverse here. Firm foundation. And what I see with that is because it's like you guys are both working on trying to establish this solid foundation for yourself in the material world. I feel like, you know, your person is trying to do the same thing for themselves as well. And it's a lot of competition. It's like, but how I feel about it is, even though there's a lot of competition, it's like you're still unique, like in your own way. This is why you're learning all of these lessons that are being placed before you, so that you can use good judgment and heed the lessons from the past. It's like you're unique in your own way, like the gifts that you have and you possess here as a Hierophant period. It's like, yeah, it's like what I'm hearing is like there's no competition. You're only just competing to be a better you. But I feel like here, someone may feel like the financial aspect of it is what's going to be able to assist in laying down this firm foundation. Like, it's no way that it's not going to work, because in this society where everyone is competing to get to the same goal, you understand, the status, right? The money, however, the abundance. Here, that is no other way. But when it comes down to being the Hierophant, it's really your gifts that paved the way. And that's how I see it. It's like finding that guru within. It's like it's an outdated system. It's an outdated way of doing things. It's like that particular institution or way of thinking or beliefs is really crumbling right now. It's almost like this feeling like you want them to see you and they want the world to see them. I keep still hearing it's like 2 different visions. Look at that twin flame still coming out. You guys are a mirror reflection of each other. This is your divine counterpart. Don't dismiss the red flags. We're going to talk about that. Wait, the timing is not quite right yet. And remember what I said. It's like you guys are on 2 different pages, like, or 2 different phases in your story. Obsession. So someone gets, someone in the connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Again, like I said, they're not a King of Pentacles just yet. They are King of Wands. The King of Wands is also, they may come in and be like strictly about the sex. They come in for sex to get that connection, right? Because the connection between y'all is passionate, but it's not enduring. It's like one of these things is like what they get from you, they can't get from nobody else. So yeah, it may feel like it's a strictly sexual connection. It's like this is when they connect with you, when it comes down to them wanting to have that connection, to have something deeper. Okay. And that's not what you want. Vulnerability. And it says, it keeps saying, you know, you can be completely vulnerable with this person. You're protected, you're safe, and you're guided. But let's ask why. Why? Why should they be completely vulnerable with this person if it's strictly sexual? Muse of Emotion comes out, and then decision. I didn't even see that. Like, it's time to make a decision about this relationship, right? Because this is about being in touch with your own desires, and with the balance and the peaceful emotions here, that you two provide each other through this sexual connection, okay? Because again, with the twin flames, it's very passionate. It's like the sex is it's healing. It ain't almost healing, it is healing. It brings an inner calm and knowingness, okay, between you two. It's healing. Ace of Materials, Ace of, what is it? Ace of Voices. So the Ace of Materials and the Ace of Voices. So I kind of see that as the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Voices has to be what? I forgot what voices are again. Wands. But with that Ace of Material, it's like, it's saying, you planted the seeds, right? And they're beginning to take sprout. And then what ends up happening is that seed ends up manifesting into a whole harvest. It manifests into something extremely abundant, massive prosperity, security, and wealth. It gives you that potential. Okay, so it says she stretches sleepily, hoping it is spring, because she loves nothing more than stretching inside spring moss. She looks around and giggles. The very first seed are beginning to stir, and it's time to prepare the earth for the months to come. She simply loves how possibility drips from the ceiling of these beginnings. New potential is everywhere, and she has so much magic to prepare before the harvest can arrive. She looks around her abode for salt and clay to make the earth spirit, and for the jasper and quartz to animate them, for oats, rice, and tobacco to honor her ancestors, and for ivy and oak to bring growing wisdom to the new plants that will be. She nods to you now, hoping you will notice your fresh new roots in their future bounty. Your situation is bursting with the genesis of new opportunity, and she wants you to expand as you watch your seeds grow to fruition, okay? So you hear that? It's like your situation is bursting with genesis of new opportunities. Notice your fresh new roots in their future bounty. Like this is it. It's sprouting. And the future ahead of you is going to be bountiful, right? I think I spoke of that in the beginning of the reading at some point. I don't remember. But, however, let's look at the Ace of Voices. I know it's a lot, and I'm hearing it's a lot to ask for in something like this because, again, it's quite triggering. Especially when you're looking at this situation with your natural eye and you're seeing here, like... I can hear it, like, what's happening? It's like every time I try to be vulnerable, this person seems to move further and further away from me. But that's an illusion is how I'm hearing it. You guys are just on two different phases. The Aces of Voices says, it's a flash of clarity, so it is a wand. It's a it's a revelation, a new paradigm, a visionary thinking, new goals and realities. It's flashlights of truth. The girl with the rainbow hair, she smiles as she opens up your way of thinking and perceiving. She knows you will see rainbow realities around her all the time. We are all lights, she says, and her lips glimmer with the changing hues of transcendence. And yet she winks. When we see the truth, sometimes we see it in technicolor, like a cracking open wide aha. And then we give the truth its shape through clear communication. Her brilliant energy pulses and she speaks in chants. Geometric forms begin to appear in the space around her with every word, tone, and sound. Find clarity in thought and seeing. She begins again. As new understandings are flowing down to you now. And not only will they be bolstering by logic and reason, but they will also be heavily dripped in divine knowing. They will help you see the path ahead of you with the most beautiful of lenses, the absolute truth. You're going to get some clarity. It is. It's definitely going to be like, And some of the truth that's going to come through, you may not like. You may not like it. But it's going to help you to see the path ahead of you, okay? with a different lens, from a different perspective. It's going to encourage you and help you to keep moving forward here on your journey to continue out your mission, which is the light work. It's going to give you that wisdom and that understanding and that clarity, okay? Remember, the truth may hurt, but it's also healing in the truth. It also helps you to keep moving forward, to make the decisions here that are going to push you towards a more positive path. One that leads to your happiness, not the one that's going to keep you stuck in the pattern, in the habits, and the mindsets, okay? So remember, you got two options. One is real and one is not. One leads to a future and one will fade away as potential without any type of form, okay? So you got a path that's going to lead in different directions so that you can remember that you have free will. Like, you don't have to stay stuck or wait. Your free will allows you to continue to move forward on your path. Or if you decide, I don't want to do this anymore, it's too much, you can do that too. But you still, look, Spirit is still going to keep nudging you until you get back on path. And right now, and I do feel like the path that you guys are on, it may feel like it's leading in different directions, okay? But it all still kind of meets up at the same point, pivotal point in the end. It says here, even rocks and hard places contain energy that can be moved, and sometimes it must be walked through. When choices appear equally sweet or equally sticky, appreciate the slightest of nudges, the subtle tuggings on the strings, and trust that even without predictability or foresight, the path that you take will be the right path for you. Know that sometimes a destination is not as important as the steps taken, and that progress made with love will while listening to the whisperings of your soul will always lead to the transformative power of the right choice. You got two choices. Even though both don't feel like they right, one actually is the one that's going to be leading you in the right direction to a path of enlightenment. So stay on that path of enlightenment. Continue to be in touch with your inner knowing, in your feelings, in your emotions is what I'm hearing. I'm going to pull from Archangel Oracle cards real quick, and then I'll close out, because I need to do one more personal reading before the night is out. Show me what I need to see here. Have the strength, be courageous, and stand up for your beliefs, okay? So have the strength to do this. Have the courage and just breathe. You're going to have to do a lot of okay? Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release the old patterns, all right? I know you don't want to keep going through the same cycle and the same patterns over and over again. Do some creative writing. So make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or a book, okay? Indigo and crystal children. So some of you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. I feel like you're also here to help these future light workers. Angel therapy. So give your cares and worries to your angels and allow them to take your burdens, okay? So, yeah, utilize your team. Relationship harmony. It says here, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Whatever the arguments are, whatever the conflict is that you may be experiencing with this person, it's being resolved now. Okay? Your prayers for personal peace have been answered, and you are commended for your role in ushering peace in this situation. Visualize everyone involved, including yourself, being cooperative and open-minded, even if particular persons aren't usually this way. Trust the inner guidance you receive and know that changes are sometimes uncomfortable but often necessary. Ask your angels to help with any aspects of this relationship that need healing. Know that all relationships ultimately have blessings, growth lessons, and love at their core. even if it appearance seems otherwise. Stay focused upon this truth as much as possible, okay? So your angels are working behind the scenes. Whatever is happening between you two, just, you know, release your worries and release your cares to God, okay? And keep moving. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday night. It's 7:11. Wow. And 40:14 on my timer. Okay. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.